Hello, my name is Chevalier, and welcome back for another episode of the Red Galaxy in Aurora. And in previous episode we managed to find the results from the dormant construction, or the ancient construction in Proudville was, and it's gonna give another extra 100% of research for energy weapons. So I think we found ourselves a planet doing pretty much all our energy research, energy weapon research in the future. Because we need to get the population up there a little bit, and new mineral deposit, that's not a massive deposit there. And we didn't find any jump points here yet, but... Ooh. Right, you returned. Did you do your overhaul? No, so you probably need to do that now. You did refuel and you probably didn't need to resupply, but yeah, I'm gonna have you do your overhaul while you're here. Here's a Vladivostok. We found some more minerals there, nothing massive though. And again, few hundred mercasium. Good accessibility, but that's about it so far over there. Oh, we got the... Oh, Commander Experience increases on one of the Xenoarchaeology companies, which I believe is probably the one that we sent to the outpost. I still haven't found what the abandoned sites or abandoned installations, what tech level are they going to be or anything like that. But we should be able to get the information eventually. Ah, we have reached 2131. Hold on, there was another mineral deposit, but... Oh, it was a gas... Oh, wow! 218 million thorium at 0.6 accessibility in Vladivostok. Let's have a look at that. Have a look at the minerals in text. So, A3 has a lot of corundum. Then... 4 has... Ooh. Good accessibility is not massive in numbers though. Then we got another... This is the gas giant that I was talking about. That's pretty good. That reminds me, are we getting the thorium harvester? Yes, we are. Very slowly that is, but we are. We probably want to get that a bit sooner, to be fair. Oh, and... how much supplies do you still have is the question. Currently at 71, okay, that's not too bad then. Or 71% that is. Overhaul completed for the Red Star Mark IV. Where have you been on the... Oh, wait a minute, I think you've been here, haven't you? Yeah, because we're building the jump points over there. That reminds me, we probably shouldn't be building too far ahead over there, so we might want to bring in the jump point stabilization fleet back after they've done what they're building there. Still got plenty of fuel. Oh, right, you're stabilizing your Lagrange point. I wonder how long that is going to take. Still going to take a few months. Was it? Oh, right, yeah, we want to have the Lagrange point down there so we can actually get up to the other system over here. Okay, yeah, that has a lot of asteroids, some planets over there, so that makes sense. I think once you've done that, I think I might want to move you down to... or back through St. Petersburg. And Novi Salt. I suppose we could go to Volcrap, because I know that there's a lot of jump points over there that could be stabilized. So we'll do that. It's going to take a long while to be fair, but it's not too bad. Right, I forgot to give you the orders. So you need to be going back through St. Petersburg to Sverd. and do your things there. Or doesn't a possible exploration 2 has just returned? I suppose you could do your overhaul. I'll give you new orders after that. A lot of officers are retiring at the age of 32, which is slightly unfortunate, but since there's no work for them, it's understandable. Ah, Red Star Mark 1 has exceeded deployment time. Where are you right now then? You're doing your overhaul surveys there. Did I not? You should be returning home soon. You're about to... Oh. Okay, you're heading back home now. Cargo 1 has finally completed orders. Do we have a lot of fuel here? We've got 2.4 million now, so that's not too bad. We used a fair bit of the infrastructure, so Stalino now has a capacity of 1 million. Not too bad, I suppose. This is technically colonizable. What resources does it have? It has a little bit of uranium and gallicite. I don't know. Eventually we might be able to make this into habitable. Oh right, the temperature is a bit low, isn't it? That's probably what's causing the colony cost there. Okay, let's have a look. Are there any other places that's not habitable because too high gravity? Although if I remember correctly, yeah, this has a lot of resources. Is there a place... Okay, you have a good potential for extra minerals. So, A5, I'm thinking of transporting a little bit of infrastructure in here. Oh wow, that's a massive population capacity, 57 billion. Okay, there's minimal over here. Much smaller capacity, but also the colony cost is a tiny bit lower. Has a quite high temperature. Atmosphere is not breathable. And then let's see, B2 has completed that. Colony cost was 19, yeah, no. Not utilizing that. And this one has a 5.2, which isn't great either. On the other hand, the St. Petersburg A1, what did you have as resources? Actually not bad resources there. Do we have the jump gate constructed on the other side of St. Petersburg? Yes, we do. Okay. That's probably what we'll start doing then. Where's the cargo 1? How about you load in some infrastructure, then go to St. Petersburg. I believe the A1 was that I was just looking at, so unload all installations there. Go there. You may need to refuel just in case. Then we're going to repeat that another 19 times. Hold on. 19 is a bit too much. 9 is probably more like it because it's taking 10 infrastructure per trip. So yeah, 9 times. 3 orders. So that's going to be a full 100. And then you can... Well, you should be... Yeah, you'll end at refueling there. Okay, good. I'm going to start spreading into other systems. Ah, inactive lab. Oh, right, we built a new one. So I'm going to assign that to the Saurium Harvester, just so that we can actually get it sooner. Because we really start needing it. Right, so we got the geosurvey equipment that will be surveyed after we get the construction equipment. Jump drive efficiency is still taking a while. Beamfire control is the next one. Followed soon after, or with the missile agility. I think once we get the missile agility, we might want to start designing our new missiles. Hopefully to be some that we can actually utilize. Oh, and Exploration 2 has completed overhaul. So where have you actually been in the universe? I believe you've been in Brezhnev. So we'll send you down that way. Once again. I'll do your work there. Ah, we got the infrastructure completed in Pravdo. Honestly, we may need a bit more. We're currently sitting at the full population there, so yeah. How much do we have right now? 750. I think we'll build another 200-ish. At 50% capacity. Oh, the mayor has actually gotten a bit improvement in production, that's good. And we do have some available workers, so we could bring in more construction factories here to increase the production of infrastructure, which would allow us to keep increasing the size in here a little bit. The mining over here isn't great, actually using a fair bit of mercassium by the looks of it. Slowly, but we are using it. That reminds me, the stockpiles that we have, okay, titanium and boronite and uridium should be things that we are transporting to Kazakhstan. Slowly, but we are transferring them. Right, so where's the cargo to? I got a task for you. You basically use no fuel in doing your trips here, so load installation, construction factory, and unload all installations there. Repeat that 4 times, and then just move back to Kazakhstan. Oh, gravitational survey completed in Sverad. Let's have a look at that. So how many jump points did we find there? Oh, did we? Oh, we got the Lagrange point. Finally, we can get to the other part of the system here. Good. That was well timed. Okay then, so if you are heading over there, so there's only 3 jump points in here. Actually, only 2, because the other one is Lagrange point. Okay, so it is still continuing this branch, but we don't know for how long. There's still 2 jump points over there that we need to survey. And I believe, let's have a look at the new Sol here. So we've got the Exploration 1 heading back to refuel. It does need to do its overhaul as well. Right, so Exploration 1, you refuel, you got your supplies, you just need to do your overhaul. The population has been growing quite nicely again in our capital, as well as other places. Okay, Cargo 2 has completed orders, so now we can probably see increase in the production here. Yeah, it's going up quite nicely, so we should be able to produce actually quite a bit of infrastructure per year. Probably not enough to keep the growth actually natural, but it's better than nothing. Actually, let's have a look. How much do they produce infrastructure naturally? It's 7.6 per year. Yeah, there's quite a bit of annual shortfall over there, but it could be worse. And Stalino is producing a minuscule amount, quite frankly, but it's, again, better than nothing. And the population over there is actually rather small, so I suppose I could set the colony ship to bring in more people in there if it's not already doing that. It is not. Okay, so load colonist and unload just Stalino. Repeat that 4 times. Then you can probably refuel. It's going to take a better part of a year, to be fair. Okay, Exploration 5 has returned, so that needs to do its overhaul. And get some supplies back. So, resupply and then overhaul. Oh, right, so now that we got the infrastructure in St. Petersburg A1, we could have a tiny population there. So at some point we might want to start moving some population in here, just to get it growing. So eventually we can do, not necessarily overhauls, but shore leaves in here at least. And actually, I think it has all the resources required. So we could, in theory, build a maintenance facilities in here. So that's gonna work fairly well as a overhaul place for that branch, so they don't need to come all the way back to, no, that's the wrong one. They don't need to go all the way back to Sol or New Sol to get overhauled, so they can do it there and then get back to surveying a bit sooner. Or fighting if that's what they'll be doing. If I remember, was there anything in Moscow? There's one planet there that has resources. Has a decent bit of resources, but low accessibilities and low collection of resources. So not necessarily the best place to do things in. Ah, new mineral deposit. Okay, there's some uranium and accessibility 1, but that's about it. Exploration 3 has returned. Okay, I suppose I'll put you on your overhaul again. So, have we done much... Oh, right, you went to the new system, Tomsk, didn't you? Let's have a look. How much did we do over there? We had not found any resources yet. You were probably doing the jump point surveys there. Going around there. And to be fair, you probably did a decent bit of work there. Oh, there's a Lagrange point over there. Is there another one on the other system? I don't think there is. Nope. So what type of star is that? Or planet is that? It's a gas giant. But it's so far away. I don't think getting over there is a good option. I mean, eventually we might be able to stabilize the Lagrange point there. That reminds me, let's have a look at the... It's not Vladivostok, Sverdlovsk. Have we found anything on around there yet? It's probably easy if we have a look at this on its own. So we have surveyed... Ooh, okay, we found a ton of it. Oh, right, that was the uranium that we found recently. And maybe something in the asteroids, or something like that, but yeah, nothing massive yet. Well, we just found a few more resources in a moon. But that's about it. Red Star 5 has completed its overhaul. And I believe you've been on the... Oh, your training is starting to be pretty good. Excellent. So you have been on the Kirov region, which is starting to get a bit far away, to be fair. System surveyed in Brezhnev. So I'm guessing we've done everything in here. At least all the planets have been surveyed, so yeah, I reckon we have. There's two unexplored over here, actually. How much fuel do you have? You have a decent bit. Why don't you go to the Champoint 2, I believe? Was that the closer one? Yeah, that's the closer one to the one that we'd be using. Go and explore that, just so that returning home is going to be faster. Research completed. We got the beamfire control range. That's good. Let's have a look. What should we research next? We've got 2 research labs. Actually, logistics... there's probably something over here that we want. For example, the ultra-large fuel storage. With the 2 research labs, that should be doing rather good work of that. It's going to take a few years though, but we'll get a little bit closer. And by the time we have the Sorum House there, I want to have the ultra-large already researched, just so that we can then immediately design a space station for harvesting fuel. Okay, orders not possible, exploration 1. Right, so you were doing your thing in here. You did do your overhaul, so you can go back to Moscow, and then Smolensk. I believe Vladivostok is where you were, so I'm going to send you back there. I don't want to poke my head into too many systems at once, until I have... well, I mean, I'm already going into quite a few systems, in all fairness, but I don't want to go into every... or open every door immediately. Let's just put it that way, because there might be some nasty surprises. Oh, mineral shortage for the infrastructure production, Mercasium shortage. Right, so we do need to get some more mines over here. We don't have the available workers yet, but we are going to get that eventually. At least over 4 million in population now over there, so that's not too bad. 490 here in Kazakhstan. Stalino has 380,000 now. It's improvement. It should be growing at a decent speed now. Of course, technically we do have some workers there, so we could bring in some mines or something like that here. Not necessarily a terrible idea. Although we'd also need a mass driver here to cut down some of the fuel usage for bringing the resources. Of course, they'd be mining so slowly that I don't think it's a massive problem. They can get the corundum in there, so they could potentially just expand the mining project or production there slowly but surely. And also technically the construction factories as well. So I would probably be providing a uridium gallicite, maybe carbamide and boronite. Mercasium is going to be using for the infrastructure production over here most likely. But yeah, we can start making that into a proper place as well eventually. And actually we do have the Cargo 2 over there, so how about we take some mines over here then. So load mine. Go to Stalino, unload installation. Oh, all installations rather. Repeat that another 4 times. And then refuel. That should take a while. We can get things at least going forward a tiny bit. So we got the... Oh! Right, so we explore from Brezhnev, and this seems to be a completely empty system. Indeed it is. Well, we can at least do the server in there. Novosibirsk. Okay, so slowly branching out. I mean, we still haven't found any actual aliens, but that's probably just a matter of time. Okay, Exploration 3 has completed the overhaul. So now you can go back to your position in... Hold on, where have you been? You were first... Right, Tomsk. That's where you were. And we got the research for the missile agility. So let's have a look at the missile designs again a little bit. So if you have a look at the anti-missile missile, for example. So you should now have a bit better... Oh right, can we increase that? We could increase that. Okay, so that would be now with the extra power there. The range is a bit lower now. So we might want to increase or lower the engine size by a few points. Put it over there. Increase this to 0.5 maybe? That'd be over 7 million. That's maybe a bit overkill. Let's go for 0.4. 6 million. I think that's going to be alright for anti-missile missile. Maybe a bit overkill again, but I'd rather have a bit too much range than too little. So we're going to have that much engine there. I don't know, the speed isn't all that great. I suppose if we... The accuracy, on the other hand, isn't terrible. Let's see, so we can't really lower the warhead strength there. Maybe we don't want to go for the full engine power there. And then maybe lower this back to 0.3. But then increase the engine size a tiny bit. I know that there is the missile optimization tool. I've used it a little bit, but I do like to dabble around on my own. To figure out, I can kind of get to understand the system a bit better. So engine power per missile point is 0.4. Actually, let me have a look at the technology that we've designed. So if we have a look at the missiles... Oh, right, it does actually increase the speed quite dramatically there. Compared to the old one. It's by another 4,200 kilometers per second extra speed there. Now, the cost does also go up a little bit. Although, not massively. But yeah, I think that might be alright. Alright, so let's close that. Again, it's not massively good against like proper precursor missiles or anything like that, but it might be good enough for some rudimentary missile from somewhat similar tech level. Because we are still rather early in the game. Of course, we do need to get the engine power up at some point. Why if we increase that? Okay, we could increase that to 295 and still have over 5 million range. Right, so we'll do that and then rename this to Aurora Yeltsin Mark II. So we're not going to be building the Mark 1s, they're basically prototype designs. But we'll create that one. Shouldn't take too long to research that actually. Right, then if we go for the... Okay, so this one, that's the size 3. You have way too much fuel now. We could probably increase the engine power again to like 295 or something like that. Although now you don't actually have as much range at all. I mean, the fuel usage does go up quite significantly there. The accuracy is a bit low. You might want to lower this to, say, 1.5 maybe. Maybe, well, if we go for there... Well, no, but actually, that's not a full 3, so, go for 1.5. So it's half of the missile Estel engine. And fuel capacity we do need to increase. Put an extra 0.5 there. And no, that's still not enough. How much do we need to actually still have... Well, I think 40 million kilometers is probably a reasonable one. And we do probably want to have at least a little bit of agility there, so I'm going to lower this engine to 1.4 or so. And this one we're going to now put to 0.1 at least. So the speed is 11,000 kilometers per second. It's rather sluggish for a missile. Even for an early missile, quite frankly, but it's better than nothing. Has a range of... Oh, actually, if we increase that... Okay, so that would be still an exactly range of 40 million kilometers. Which I suppose is acceptable. And then... the hit chances are a bit low, to be fair. I mean, for slow enemies, we can hit. Like, let's say 2,000 kilometers per second, it's going to be about 60% hit chance. I think. Or somewhere around there, so yeah, we won't be hitting most of our enemies, quite frankly. But at least it does have some maneuver ratings, and it's not all bad. But I'm going to go through these designs a little bit between the episodes because we have run out of time. So if you enjoyed this, please like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Also check out the links down below in the description. But other than that, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, bye bye.